Hello, dear students. Now, in the next today's class, we will study about weak formulation of the Euler's equation. As discussed in the last class, that is, if y is less than the critical time yc, then there is no problem and we will get a smooth solution, which is called the classical solution of the PDE. Now, if y is greater than the critical time, then the classical solution does not exist and we have to go for the weak formulation of the PDE. So, we will mainly make use of integrals here. Now, the Euler's equation, which is uy plus uux equal to 0, can be written in this form. This is partial derivative of u with respect to y plus uux can be written as half dou by dou x of u square, because dou by dou x of u square is 2ux. So 2 will get cancelled, you will get uux. So this is same as the Euler's equation. We have written it only in this form. Now we will integrate this with respect to x, keeping y fixed, over the integral a to b. So here we have partial derivative with respect to y. We are integrating with respect to x. So we can take this outside and integrate integral a to b. U is a function of x and y. Now here we are considering it as a dummy, we are considering a dummy variable theta. So I can write u equal to theta of y d theta. So instead of x we are using theta here. So u of theta y d theta integral a to b plus half. Here we are integrating with respect to x. So this is derivative with respect to x. So since integral is antiderivative, we will get u square alone. And we have the limits from a to b. So u square of, this is u square of theta comma y. When you put the upper limit, we will get u square of b comma y minus u square of a comma y equal to 0. So this is our first step. We have integrated with respect to x. Now suppose that the solution is smooth except where the discontinuities lie in the curve x equal to gamma y. So suppose that the discontinuities lie only on this curve. So on both sides of gamma it is smooth, but only on gamma discontinuities are present. So we will split the region of integration a to b as a to gamma of y and gamma of y to b. So this integral we will split it as from a to gamma of y and gamma of y to b, and we mark it as equation number 1. Now we will simplify the first term. First term alone we will take it, we will simplify it, and later on we will substitute its value in equation 1. Okay. So what is the first term? First term is dou by dou y, partial derivative with respect to y of this integral term. Now here we can use the formula. This is the derivative of an integral, which you have studied in integral equation. How to do its integration. Derivative of integration. So you can take this inside the integral sign. So integral a to gamma of y dou u by dou y theta of theta y d theta plus you will have to substitute the upper limit u of, instead of theta you have to put gamma of y. So u of gamma of y comma y into derivative of this gamma of y. So it is gamma dash of y. Now gamma is a function of y alone, so I have written gamma dash of y. Now minus lower limit. Lower limit is a, so you have to write u of a comma y into derivative of a. Since a is a constant, lower limit is 0, so the third term vanishes. Plus now you have to differentiate this integral. So this become integral gamma of y to b dou u by dou y theta of theta comma y d theta. Then you have plus the upper limit, but for upper limit is a constant, so its derivative will be 0. So the first term vanishes and the second term you have minus the lower limit. So you have to put gamma of y in theta. So u of gamma of y, comma y, gamma dash of y, derivative of gamma. So this formula we have studied in integral equation, how to do derivative of the integral sign. So we have applied that formula here. Now here we will use notation. So the first term we have u of gamma of y, comma y. So this happens when the limit is from a to gamma of y. So we are approaching gamma from the left. Okay, we are approaching gamma from the left, a to gamma of y. So this term we will denote it by u minus, that we have studied earlier. Okay, we will denote it by u minus. U minus is the value of u when we approach gamma from left. Okay, and here we can see this. Here is gamma y to b. So we are approaching gamma from right. Okay, so we will denote this term by u plus. So u plus is the value of u when we approach gamma from the right. So we will make this substitution here. This term we will put as u minus, and this term we will replace by u plus. Now when I substitute here, it becomes the first two integrals are same, integral a to gamma of y plus gamma of y to b plus u minus gamma dash of y minus u plus gamma dash of y. Now in this limit you can see that the solution is smooth on both sides. As the solution is smooth on the both sides of gamma, there is no problem when we integrate from a to gamma of y. Also when we integrate, the endpoints we do not consider. We have to see the interval. Okay, so in this interval this is valid and the functions are smooth, so we can apply the PDE. So the PDE it should satisfy the PDE. So we have the PDE is dou y by dou y plus half dou by dou x of u square equal to 0. So we can substitute for dou u by dou y as minus half dou by dou x of u square. So here we will substitute for dou u by dou y, and here also we will substitute for dou u by dou y. So this implies that value of this term is equal to minus half I have taken outside from all, integral a to gamma of y, this I have substitute as dou by dou theta of u square theta y d theta plus integral gamma of y, then again dou u by dou this term dou u by dou y is replaced by dou x of u square. When it goes inside, we have used the variable theta. Okay, so dou by dou theta of u square of theta y d theta plus the remaining term u minus u plus whole into gamma dash of y. Now again here you can see here integration is there, and this integration is with respect to x. Here also differentiation is also with respect to x. Okay, so here you will get only u square of theta comma y, and the limit are from a to gamma of y plus again u square of theta of y, limit from gamma y to b. So hope this is clear. Here we have derivative with respect to theta. Theta is a dummy variable. It stands for actually x. And here we have integrated with respect to x. So this both, when it comes into effect, you will get only u square because integral is antiderivative. So you have u square, limits you have a to gamma of y, plus again u square, limits gamma of y to b, plus u minus u plus gamma dash of y. Now this is again equal to, here we will put upper and lower limit. Again we will use u minus and u plus notation that I have told earlier. So here we have approaching from the left. So we have the notation. This is stands for u minus. Here we have square. So this become u minus square. For the upper limit, we have this notation. And for the lower limit, you have minus u square a comma y. No problem. Plus, again, here the upper limit is u square of b comma y. Now, minus for lower limit, again, we use the notation u plus. Okay. So, it is u plus square. Plus the remaining terms u minus minus u plus into gamma dash of y. I hope this is clear. So I have just arranged it. Minus half, this term we have collected, u square of by minus u square of ay. Then these two terms I have collected. So minus I have taken outside. So this becomes plus half u plus square minus u minus square plus u minus minus u plus into gamma dash of y. So I got, for the first term we have simplified it and we got this answer. Now we will substitute on our equation 1. So what is our equation 1? This is equation 1. So from the equation 1, first term only we took. We did so many simplifications. Now we will substitute the value. Now when you substitute the value, you can see here the second term is half u square by minus u square ay. And it comes here also. You can see here you have minus half u square by minus u square ay. So that term will get cancelled. Now the remaining term is half u plus square minus u minus square. This I have taken to RHS. So this becomes u plus minus u minus gamma dash of y. So from here, this is of the form a square minus b square. So this a minus b will get cancelled. So I'll have u plus plus u minus by half equal to gamma dash of y. So from here we are getting gamma dash of y equal to u plus plus u minus by 2. That is, this is the speed of the discontinuity. Gamma is the path where discontinuities are present. So we get that the curve gamma moves at a speed which is the average speed of u plus and u minus, which is the left and right ends of it. So gamma dash is u plus minus u minus by 2. Okay.